Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Holly Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's Perspective for Wednesday, Hump Day, May 13th. Okay, today is day one of me getting back into a noonish timeline, somewhere between noonish. I forgot I had an interview scheduled for noon, so I said, well, let me change it real quick to earlier. Here's what I want to just remind you. I promise you this is nothing earth-shattering, and I recognize that. But it is important to be reiterated because it's blowing up in our face all around. Hey, Miss Shima and Bobby, Evangelina, so good to see you all. Listen, communication is probably the number one key factor for any kind of relationship. You cannot describe a relationship where good, solid, constant, explicit communication doesn't make everything better. Now we're living in this world of COVID-19, and we are socially distanced from each other, so we're missing out on a lot of the body language, which is a huge part. And so whether we're talking a marriage, a business, a coworker, a church, a family, there's no relationship that this does not impact. And so we have got to be very, very intentional about making sure that what we mean is what we're saying. If during good times, pre-COVID-19, emails could be dangerous because people can misread. They can misread tones from your email. You could have said, hey, can I see you after work for a few minutes? Some people will interpret that and read it like you're getting ready to be fired. People will leap to conclusions based off a set of words without context around them, without tone to solidify what you really mean. And so I'm going to encourage you to make sure that you don't rely only on email right now. This is too important to the stability, to the health of relationships to solely bank on email conversations or texts. Same thing, you can't hear a tone in the text. If I don't hear your tone, I will make up a tone. And that's people. That's just a people thing. They will, if you have not given them enough background information to fill in the story, I promise you, people are filling in the story on their own. And usually it has catastrophized something. So let's do what we can. Everybody walking around here with smartphones, and I'm talking literally even in the business sense. If you have to do a group FaceTime, do that rather than solely rely on text or emails, because I promise you, you are missing out on things. And because of where we live right now in this COVID lockdown, tempers are rising. There's a lot of stress. There's a tremendous amount of anxiety happening. And even for the best of us that are being conscious and deliberate to take breaks, to get out and get some fresh air, those of us who are being very intentional about making the connections when they can, I promise you, there is a level of stress that if we are not looking at it, it's still showing up. It is still showing up. Your conversations will be shorter. You'll be irritable. People will have to say, is everything okay? Did I do anything? Because of you being short, you're being snappy. Instead of walking a friendly child across the street, you're snatching on kids. It's not anything that they've done. It is the amount of stress and pressure that we're under. For those of us who are able to still work from home, that workload has not stopped. It hasn't ceased. It hasn't slowed down. But communication channels are slower now. they're slower. So please just, give yourself some grace. Give yourself some grace. Give your partner, your family member, your co-worker, your fill in the blank with everybody else that we are connecting with. Give some grace, but please go the extra mile to over communicate. In this time, this era, it's sort of difficult to over communicate, because when we don't, people are out there making up their own stories. They're filling in the blank where you left the blank open. So that's my public safety tip for the day. We have to be careful about that. I'm telling you, it is happening all around. To those who have strong relationships, excellent communication, it is the stress of the world we're living in right now. So be deliberate with it. Okay, yeah, we need it. You got to give grace. You just have to. You have to. Okay, that is it for me. Thank you for joining me. My consistency is returning. I will see you tomorrow noonish, California time. Okay,